I'm good. Yeah. All right, Shalom Israel. Salakia. Water. It's in the Brotherhood class. And we're going to bring it out today. Salakia. since it's Brotherhood class, we're going to talk about the relationship between blacks and the indigenous. When I say indigenous, I mean so-called Native Americans, all right? Being that this is the ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, under Commanding General Yohana, we teach that the Most High, Yahweh is his name in the Hebrew. He is our God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, and we are the 12 tribes of Israel. The 12 tribes of Israel consist of the so-called Negro, the so-called Hispanic, the so-called Haitian, the so-called Latinos, the so-called natives, indigenous of North, Central, and South America. Okay? Right? And this week, we're going to celebrate the slaughter of our own people. Right? And I just wanted to look into the relationship between Native Americans, so-called Native Americans, indigenous, blacks, and Native Americans. All right? I just think it's crazy that we as a people celebrate Thanksgiving. Right? Okay. All right. I'm going to jump to Habakkuk. We're going to go to Habakkuk. First, what is the lie that gets told about Thanksgiving and what Thanksgiving is? Chapter 2, right? What is that lie that gets told? Habakkuk, that small book, ain't it? Is it just 4 chapters? I think. 3. The water. There we go. All right. Habakkuk, right? What's the lie that's told about Thanksgiving? What's being said about Thanksgiving? Because Thanksgiving is always big. Thanksgiving is something. People put their money into it, their family. People love it. Go ahead, Al.
It's time for us to come together.
All right.
And enjoy one another.
Thanksgiving is a time for us to come together and enjoy one another. All right. Y'all add in on the chat too. Okay? What is told about Thanksgiving? What's the concept and idea? I think the officer just said the family coming together. You said something else too, right?
Just like enjoy each other.
Okay, all right. It's the time to enjoy each other, the family coming together. Anybody else? Come on now, pop it in. What's the lie that's said about Thanksgiving? Shalom to the Akim, to the sisters. Shalom, Shema Al-Thab, Hashem Yahushua. What are some of the lies? What are some of the things, anything? When you think of Thanksgiving, when people speak of Thanksgiving, they talk about Thanksgiving. I know y'all heard it all today. Y'all heard it all today and all yesterday. Y'all getting all ready. What are the things that people talk about Thanksgiving? What are some of the things? That's okay, sis. Yeah. Be thankful because someone wasn't able to eat. That's a good one. I want you to hold that one, sis. Okay. A lot of people talking about Thanksgiving and what to be thankful for. Troy Smith, how you doing, How you doing, brother? It's been a long time. you may be in for a surprise because we really going to talk about Thanksgiving. He said, I'm thankful for my college memories. I went to college with this brother right here. It's good to communicate with you, brother. Okay. Send me a message directly. How you doing? How's your family? How everybody doing, brother? You know? Okay. A lot of times people say what they're thankful for, right? That's a big thing around this time. To keep in mind what you're thankful for. Now is the time to be thankful. Hey, little boy, what are you thankful for, little boy? Little girl, what are you thankful for, little girl? People say that all the time, right? Okay. Be thankful you able to eat. Anything else? Anything else from anybody? What does Thanksgiving bring up? Come on, let's be real. What else? Why do people get all excited about Thanksgiving? What's some of the things about Thanksgiving? What's some of the... Your brother said family. Okay, family. Anybody else? Spending time with family. Yep, Thawam said that. There we go. That's what I wanted to hit. Eating a big dinner. Right? I know when I was a child in the world, I loved Thanksgiving because the food. All the food. All this food. Ooh wee. Send me a message though, Troy. Send me a message so that way we can stay in contact, all right? That food, that was my big thing. I love Thanksgiving because of the food. All this food. Grandma was going to go all out, all right? Mom was going to go all out. Auntie's going all out. And all this food, I used to love it. I used to just sit there and think, Man, Thanksgiving gonna be nice. You sitting there and wait. You know, black folks, we Thanksgiving dinner don't start till that food ain't cooked. It ain't gonna start till 6, 7 o'clock. You might get breakfast. You might get a bowl of cereal, and you've been up all morning. You woke up at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. It's Thanksgiving. You just pumped up. All them sweet potato pies gotta bake. All that food gotta cook. All that food. So I wouldn't eat all day long. But yep, the food. All right, so these are things, right? Thank you, sis. Thank you. You get a day off to hang out with all the folks. Y'all can party. I didn't know that was a thing until I came into the truth. You know? Because the Edomites do it. They love doing that. They love because you know, Edomites, they eat dinner. They eat Thanksgiving dinner at 3 o'clock. 3, 4 o'clock, they eating Thanksgiving dinner. And then they go to the bars afterwards. Okay, all right. Then a couple years ago, maybe about 3, 4 years ago, some guy some cat was in the military. Came home, went out to the bars, and saw with his family, and saw his fiance with another man at the bar and killed him here in Syracuse. Downtown. Like 5 years ago. Crazy. Thanksgiving, he find out his woman got another man. Gobble, gobble. Okay? Yeah. Go out and get drunk. Everybody get drunk together. Go to the clubs for Thanksgiving weekend because your family in from out of town. You guys show them how we get down in this city. That's right, sis. We're going to talk about that Shabbat right now. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Okay? So these are the things that conjure in your mind. That's taught about Thanksgiving. Family coming together. The food. Being thankful. The holiday season. Joyous occasion. You know what I want in Habakkuk?
2 and 8.
That's it, right? Mm-hmm. 2 and 12, actually. 2 and 12. If you can read that for me, Baba Bishop.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12.
Yep.
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
Woe to him that what?
Buildeth a town with blood.
Uh-huh.
And establishes a city by iniquity.
That's it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity. Now, we're going to talk about the truth about Thanksgiving. We're going to talk about the truth about Thanksgiving. We always do in the ISUPK around this time. We always remind you how foul and disgusting Thanksgiving is. Give me the other precept, I'm going to hold this one. Can you give me, is it Amos chapter 5?
Verse 20.
Your feast days? Yeah. Give me that. We always bring these scriptures out. If you heard it from us, you heard it 100 times. And we always bring this out. And we do it to make sure that Israel is being taught the truth. I also want to bring something else out about it. I think it's just crazy. 21. Go ahead, Al.
Amos chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
I what?
I despise your feast days.
Uh-huh.
And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
That's right. Here we go. All right. Okay. Look, it pops right up because it's always here. All right. Now that we cleared it as to what they say Thanksgiving is and what we were taught, the truth about Thanksgiving is we shouldn't celebrate Thanksgiving. We shouldn't acknowledge Thanksgiving. Let's just say, for the sake of history, let's talk history. The truth about Thanksgiving. What truly happened? What truly happened during Thanksgiving? The majority of people that watch these classes and these videos already know. So what's the truth about Thanksgiving? What's the truth about Thanksgiving? Everybody knows. Go ahead. You was gonna say something, Taiwan?
Nah, Spot, it's everybody's, you know what I'm saying, just focus on themselves and feeling themselves. Like, everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna get Big Mama's cooking. They make little memes out of it. The little church lady, you know what I'm saying?
You talking about what we was talking about before, like the feelings about Thanksgiving. Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, you know, just
because I was saying the truth about Thanksgiving, but yeah, bring that out. Go ahead. Said everybody thinking about getting full, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole feast day celebration, you know, and when you look at, you know, the truth of it, it's not. That's not what it was. You know what I'm saying? You know, was it 700? You know, came together, of course, and was massacred.
How many?
It was over 700. Over 700, you know what I'm saying, came together, of course, though.
700 who?
Native Americans.
Shalom to Puerto Rico. Shalom. Ephraim in the house. Magunamah, powerful soldier, warrior. Good to see it's good to hear from you, brother. Shalom, y'all. All right. The water for your work too, brother. Y'all broke ground in Puerto Rico. I heard that. I saw that. Give them brothers a hand. All right. Went down there and rocked it out. Got a mighty man down there, Magunamah. What's that? Shield of Truth. That's a powerful name for you, and it fits, man. That's true indeed. All right, brother. Good to see you. All right. And we true in here. We're true in here. We're not going to say, yeah, Thanksgiving is wrong and then celebrate it. Or say, we want justice, no peace, and still sit down for Thanksgiving dinner and eat a goddamn turkey. When this brother right here is an Ephraimite, he will be considered what? Since we're talking about Thanksgiving, what would he be considered? What would he be considered? 5-1? Anybody? What would Magunamah be considered?
Pardon?
Say that again.
You talking about other tribes?
Yeah, he's Ephraim, right? But what would he be considered based on the topic that we're talking about? He's a Native American. Puerto Ricans are Native Americans. You get what I'm saying? In the sense of Columbus came to America, right? Came to Puerto Rico. Thank you, Sarara. Now, right. All right. He's from the tribe of Ephraim. Yes. He's not a so-called indigenous of North America. Right. But he would also be considered a Native American. And I hope today that black people and Hispanic people acknowledge themselves and feel the pain and identify as Native Americans as well. We're supposed to be brothers. That's the whole point of bringing this information out. Right? We're supposed to be brothers. Now, Thought One, you was bringing out though. It's just a thing of, I got a day off. I'm gonna go to Big Mama house. What you say? Green beans?
Yeah, green beans, potatoes.
Oh, okay, the song. They made that song, right? And everybody enjoys that song and they laugh at that song and they take that song serious. That song played everywhere. Turn on your TikTok. Turn on Instagram. You're going to hear that song. Non-stop. I got greens, beans, potatoes, all that. I think that's Shirley Caesar singing it too.
I think so.
It's Shirley Caesar, the famous gospel singer. And she was preaching. She was preaching one day. And she was talking about what being thankful for. And you know what she thankful for? She thankful for food. For food. You greedy bastards. You're so greedy. You have the mind of a child. You really got a mind of a child. Black people, Hispanic people, and Native American people, I'm going to leave Gadites out of it. Because Gadites, for the most part, they're not celebrating Thanksgiving. There's some Gadites that celebrate it. And you shouldn't be shocked, because you celebrate it. You shouldn't be shocked, you celebrate it. You're so greedy, you got the mind of a child. One thing about the ISUPK, Commanding General Yohana, give him a hand. He raises up men. He raises up women. And he teaches the generals to do the same, and the generals do that. They raise up men and women. Give me that scripture, I thought like a child. You really think like a child. The reason why I'm asking what's the truth about Thanksgiving, because we're going to start talking about the truth about Thanksgiving. But do we know the truth about Thanksgiving before coming into the truth? Go ahead, what did you say?
Yeah, we know about it. We just don't care.
Thank you. We knew about that. Everybody knew that Thanksgiving, when I say everybody, I'm saying for the most part. Not children, but adults know. Black people be at the protest. Yeah, you treated my brother, the Native American, wrong. You treat the Indians wrong too. You gave them smallpox. We don't know that. We don't talk about that all the time. We talk about it all the damn time. We bring that up all the time. I know we know up here. The reservation is 5 miles down. 5, 6, 7 miles down. The reservation right on Salina Street. You take Salina Street all the way down, you're on the reservation. There's reservations all over the place around here. Go ahead, I'll bring that up.
1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a child, I spake as a child.
Right.
I understood as a child.
Right.
I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things.
You ain't put away childish things. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, if you're going to eat that dinner, you're going to sit there and come together as family and say Happy Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for? Let's go around the table and say, what are you thankful for? What are you thankful for? You're a goddamn child. You're a child. You're an idiot. You stupid as hell. Like, could you believe that? Adults do that. Before coming to the truth, your last Thanksgiving, the dead man, do you remember sitting at a table with adults? What are you thankful for? That is crazy. How stupid are we? Thankful? A slave who loves the condition of being a slave will never want freedom. You just want to remain a slave for slave's sake because you can't think of anything else than what Master tells you to do. Master taught you on Thanksgiving, you cook this, you cook this, you cook this. It's the only time I'm going to give you. And that drives me crazy. That drives me crazy right there. When I hear people say, well, it's the only time we get off.
God.
It's the only time I don't never get to spend time with my family. So this is the times, what you mad at me for? It's the only time we get off. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it's like it. I mean, like, I remember, you know what I'm saying, vaguely, you know what I'm saying, I don't know how many years ago, it was a long time ago, the whole Thanksgiving thing, you know, and how uneasy it sort of felt. Because...
You said uneasy?
Kind of. Because they would sit around the table, of course, though, you know what I'm saying, it was just like, all right, now everybody say what you're thankful for. And it was just kind of like, isn't my grandparents Native American? Like, it was just a little strange. So how are we sitting there having and celebrating Thanksgiving? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the responses and questions and that was all given was, you know, that I can provide, you know, for, you know, my family.
But even before that, before you got to Big Mama house, right? Or Granddad house, before you got to your auntie's house, in your mind you thinking, well, it's the only time we got off. That's what that's why I thought you would say, because you're saying kind, because that's what everybody always said. When we, in the truth, say, we shouldn't be celebrating that. Why would you do that? And their response is, that's the only time I get off. What makes you say something like that? Go ahead, Doc.
It's like, you know, the sad thing is, be out here in the world and your boo got off, you'll call out sick so that you can go, you know, have a day to go do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we can take the time off, you know what I'm saying? And we'll come back, it's like, we'll make it whatever excuse in the world, you know what I'm saying, to go do what we want to do rather than, you know what I'm saying, going to our jobs or our slaveries, right? Like, we will make excuses. Oh, my car broke down. You know, we will come up with reasons not to go into our slaveries. Like, I see that.
Right. Absolutely. That's absolutely right. You want to do it because you want to do it.
Okay.
Don't give me that lie. Shut up. It's the only time they give us off. Shut up. You just want to do it. Stop trying to find an excuse. It's the only time you get. And then what hits me is when I'm hearing people say that, I'm like, so you don't think the oppressor is the devil? That should make you more upset not to do what he wants you to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, nah, this is the only time you can get off. Nah, this is the only time you can get off. No, you can't go out that door. I'm going to lock this door. I'm going to shut this door on. You can't get out of here until I say so. Damn. So you just go, that's the only time I get off, so let's just enjoy it. Shut up. Really what you're saying is, shut up, nigga. Nigga, shut up. Leave white man alone. He give us the day off. Shut up. He giving us a break. It's because you just weak. You just don't want to fight. You're just a coward. You're just a sucker. You're just a punk that does what every oppressor tells you to do. So you do it. You know Thanksgiving is wrong. But you're so goddamn selfish and greedy. You can't eat a goddamn pizza? Ain't the pizza places open? You can order a pizza. You can't go get you some wings or something? You can't cook a normal meal that day. You just so weak. Mama keep calling. She made me a plate. Yeah. Ooh, she cooks so good. Why everybody just gotta be so weak? Stop being weak. I'm gonna bring it to the spiritual aspect. I'm gonna bring it there. But I just wanted to hit on the historical fact that you know that Thanksgiving is wrong. But you don't care because you want a meal. Because white men say, because masters say, because everybody else do it, so you want to do it. Where is the revolutionaries at? And I'm dead serious. I'm really on it. The ISUPK must be the only ones. We the home of the truth. There will only be one West. The Black Panthers do Thanksgiving. I guarantee Muslims do Thanksgiving. All the Christians do Thanksgiving. Nobody stops Thanksgiving. Nobody says, nah, I ain't doing Thanksgiving except the ISUPK. Oh, it might be something right about them niggas. Because they got enough willpower and strength not to do what everybody else just does. Now we're going to get into it. Now we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Now we'll talk about the truth about Thanksgiving. We'll go over that a little bit. Even though I know y'all already know. Okay? You no revolutionary. You ain't nothing real. You ain't no gangster. You sitting down eating sweet potato pie. Some of y'all eating pumpkin pie. Oh my goodness. That's how much you want to be like the oppressor. Ain't nothing wrong with pumpkin pie. It's fine. I'm just saying, you know, it's usually more so enjoyed by the Caucasians. My European brethren. Carl Tings and Steve Urkels. My goodness. I'll have a slice of that pumpkin pie. Put a little Cool Whip on top of that. Who the hell eats pumpkin pie? So like, you can eat pumpkin pie. You know? Even if you eat sweet potato pie on Thanksgiving, you're still a sellout. You're a traitor. You're eating Thanksgiving dinner. You're so weak. You ain't gangster. What do the drug dealers do on Thanksgiving? What do the big time drug dealers do? In all the gangster movies.
I was waiting to say it, but they got this movie called Cutthroat City. And one of the things that he said at the end of the movie.
You're talking about with T.I. in it, right?
Mm-hmm. One of the things that he said at the end of this movie.
That's right, so Robert. Now
he was talking about the greed that we have. can't stop. You can take away this, you can take away that, you can take away everything that we got, but you can't take away the greed. You know what I'm saying? That desire that we have, of course. So, and them drug dealers, they're gonna keep selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give out, you know, maybe some turkeys or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that in all the movies, they giving out turkeys.
All movies. All the movies,
They're
giving out Thanksgiving turkeys. The gangster rappers, they just had Young Dolph's whole rap crew come through Memphis and hand out turkeys. All your celebrities, the big time celebrities, they're going to hand out turkeys. Some of y'all, not many, some of y'all might go to the rescue mission or to the soup kitchen and do what? Hand out Thanksgiving dinner. You never cared about these Negroes. You never cared about nobody. The cops give out turkeys now. The police do. Yeah, I know. I was right here. And the line went all the way down South Ave. I was like, all this for some damn turkeys? That they won't give you no other time? Nobody cares. Syracuse is the 9th poorest city in America. 1 out of 3 children go home hungry after school, starving. They won't eat dinner. But Thanksgiving around the corner. Thanksgiving coming. They will make sure you got a turkey. Do they care if you eat? What is the point of that? What is the point of drug dealers giving out turkeys? The police department giving out turkeys? The politicians giving out turkeys? The rescue mission giving out turkeys? What is the point behind everybody want to give out turkeys at this time? With your dumb behind, standing in a goddamn line in the cold, waiting for a turkey. Your crackheads, your Pookies. Remember Pookie was waiting for that turkey? And you know, Brown said, leave him alone, man. Give him the whole turkey, man. Give him the whole turkey. Give Pookie the whole turkey. Pookie took that turkey and sat in that piss in the hallway with his girlfriend. I was prime queen. He said, now you're the prime fiend. And they sharing a turkey from the greatest drug dealer in New York City. The police do it too. The politicians do it too. Your sports, your entertainers, your sports players. Everybody want to give out a turkey. Why? Why y'all want to feed us now? We've been starving in the hood forever. Why you want to feed us one day out of the year? Go ahead, Aki. You was about to say something?
No, yeah, it's like you know.
Why they want to feed us now?
Because they become the good guys, superheroes. The scripture says the gift destroyed the heart. So
That's true. That's true.
Whatever hardness that you had, whatever, he's a horrible person, you know what I'm saying? They did this, they did that. You forget about it all because you just got a turkey. You was able to, you know, do something special for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's true. There's something else to it, though. Sarara now got it. Sarara now got it. Who is the ruler of this world? The wicked, right? Who? Who's the ruler of the wicked? That's right, sis. And who does he work for? Who does the oppressor work for? All right, give it to me. Give me the answer. All right, the wicked, the oppressor. Who does he work for? That's right, Sarara Nah. Give her a hand. She said Satan. Absolutely. So giving out a turkey for Thanksgiving, like Sarah said, so they can keep sinning and distract our people from fighting this hell. Right? They're going to give you a turkey so that you can stay in the holiday spirit. The spirit of America. The spirit of Thanksgiving. They want you to remain in that spirit to make sure that you follow Satan. Doesn't it say he's the ruler of the air? Right? So to keep you locked in to the American standards and philosophy and ideology, to follow them and their gods, to keep you there, you gotta believe that. You gotta follow that. We can't have y'all go down the street and join the ISUPK because that would be too much like right. My grandmother used to say, that's too much like right. That's too much like right. Because if you continue in the philosophy of America, you'll do whatever we say. You'll always be here. You'll always show up to work on time and want to pay your taxes and be a good citizen. Why? Because you just want to be an American. But you know what happens? Those things don't even happen. You don't show up to work on time. You ain't a good citizen. You don't care about that and breaking laws. You're a true American. And a true American is a murderer. Salaki. A true American is a murderer, is an idol worshiper, is an adulteress, is a whore, is a pimp, a prostitute, a sodomite. That's a true American. Is a crackhead, an addict, a fiend, an alcoholic. So, 5-1, what happens at Thanksgiving? Since we talked about the food and the families coming together. It's my only day off. They only gonna give us the day off, nigga. Shut up, nigga. We only get this day off. Like, I just picture, when somebody says that, I'm just literally picturing a house slave and a field slave. And the field slave's like, let's get out of here. Why would we leave here? He gives us a day off. Master gave us a turkey. Master give you a turkey? Nigga, you don't want Master's turkey? You's an ungrateful nigga. And I am what? What the house slave gonna say? You's an ungrateful nigga. But I am? Say it up. Say it up.
Thankful.
I am thankful. And you niggas stay to this day. You sit around a big table and you're thankful. And you pray to white Jesus. You pray to white Jesus for Master. I got a job. Master, give me all this money so I can buy these chitlins and these hog balls and these shrimps and lobsters and this big old pretty turkey. Master did it. And he gives me the day off. You shouldn't celebrate Thanksgiving. Well, you's ungrateful, nigga. You's ungrateful. Master gave me clothes on my back. Master gave me your turkey for Thanksgiving. And they gave me the day off. You go on then, nigga. That's it. That's it. And you Native American. I got an article right here. Half the people that identify as African American ain't really Native American. And every black person know that. Black people say it all the time. Well, my grandmama, she was Native American. She was Blackfoot Indian. My granddaddy, he was a Cherokee. You black and Native American, and you're celebrating? And you're thankful? What are you thankful for? Cal Rittenhouse got acquitted? You thankful for that? You thankful for the mass murders that they doing to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? You thankful? You thankful for 400 years of slavery? With no reparation? No nothing? You're thankful to live on a reservation? To live in the projects? To live in the ghettos? You're thankful? Oh, you made it out. So you still thankful that your people are dying? They shot the brother with a goddamn shotgun while he's jogging down the street. Just leave him alone. And they murder him. And this filthy dog said yesterday, this dog said, even his toenails were dirty. I just wish she would hang from a tree. You know what great it would be to see her hanging from a tree? That would be justice for her speaking against the children of Israel. Not a dog shall wag their tongue. Tell, Salakia. And who's the dogs? The heathen nations, the other nations. But you want to sit down and be thankful because you gave me a turkey. You know how many black folks came up to me this past week and last week? You know where you should go to get you one of them turkeys? Go down to this church, you're going to get you one of them turkeys. Go to this church, you're going to get that turkey. Go in front of the shopping mart down the street and you can get you one of them turkeys. They're going to have a line. You sign up for it. You can get you one of them turkeys. I don't want your goddamn turkey. Damn. But you get the day off. He give us the day off. 'Tis the season for delicious pie. Look at that. Look at that. Look. They got the commercial next to the truth about Thanksgiving. Meaning nobody gives a damn. Nobody cares that the Native Americans died. Nobody cares that they're dying still. Nobody cares about the alcoholism and the suicide rates. Nobody cares about the mass murders of the past and destroying them as a people and still doing it to this day. And nobody speaks up and talks about it. Nobody cares except the runaway niggas that everybody hates. Because we are black, Hispanic, and Native American. Give me that scripture right. Give me, did I ask you to grab something else? What you got right now, Salaki?
There's 5 and 23, Habakkuk, and...
No, Amos 5 and 20, right?
Right. Amos 5 and 23, there was Habakkuk.
Okay, get me 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 20. And we're going to read the truth about Thanksgiving. We're going to talk about the truth of Thanksgiving. Go ahead, Al.
1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
And unto the Jews I became as a Jew, that I might gain the law of the that I might gain the law, that I might gain the Jews to them that are under the law.
Uh-huh.
As under the law, that I might gain them that are under the law.
Right. He said, it's another is it more to that?
To them that are without law.
There we go. Keep going.
As without law, being not without law to God, but under the law to Christ, that I might gain them that are without law.
Keep going.
To the weak, it's like to the weak became I as weak, that I might gain the weak.
Right.
I am made all things to all men.
To what?
To all men.
To what?
To all men.
Who did Paul go out and teach? Who did Paul go out and teach? Who did Paul bring into the truth?
Men.
Who though?
It's like
Go ahead.
the Jews that were scattered amongst the other nations.
Right.
And that's because he was saying, like, there's those of us that are under the Greeks, under the Romans, under, we're calling ourselves something that we're not.
So the Gentiles.
Right.
So when he says, and to them I became like all men, he's saying he became like the different types of Israelites, the different tribes of Israel. That's what he's saying. Right? He became like the Jews that knew they was Jews, that knew they was Israel. And then he went amongst the Jews that didn't know they was Israelites, who called themselves Gentiles, called themselves Greeks, Romans. Now, if you're going to say you pro-black and proud to be black, and you celebrate Thanksgiving, you're a sucker. You're a cop-out. You're a traitor. Because Paul said it right here. He became like them. Meaning, you're supposed to be like the Gadites. You're supposed to be like the Ephraimites. Right? You're supposed to be like the Haitians, the Levites. You're supposed to be like every 12 tribes. You should be like all the tribes. In order to gain them, there's brothers in the school. I think Abun. Oh my goodness, why his name? What's the brother of Virginia? Over Virginia. The captain over Virginia. Good brother. He just went to Puerto Rico, right? What's his name? What's the brother's name? No. Natazak.
Okay.
Right? Is it Natazak? Am I saying his name correctly? Natazak. He can speak Spanish. Natazak can speak Spanish, man. He reads the Bible in Spanish. He's fluent in Spanish. Abun, he can sit and have a conversation in Portuguese. I've heard him. I've heard him talking in Portuguese to Asherites in Brazil. And he's sitting there talking to them full out in Portuguese. I know brothers that are from different tribes, and they go to Benjamin, and they're talking to Benjamin about the food and the language and the style and the music. You gotta be like every tribe, man. But you can't do that because you're so selfish that you want a goddamn turkey. You want to eat on this day because you got the day off. Who the hell does that? Why would somebody be so weak? Only slaves do that. Only a slave would go, I just got to though. When you know Thanksgiving is wrong, you should be like the other men, man. You should be like the other tribes. You should respect them and feel their pain. And then it's something that correlates with us. They did the same thing to the Native Americans that they did to us. Didn't they rape and pillage us? If we had our own towns and cities, didn't they burn them down? Give me Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Read that one more time. I'm about to read this. This is fact check.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood. Why do they say woe? Why are they saying woe? What does woe mean?
Destruction.
Say it again, man.
Destruction or death.
Destruction. Death. The prophecy comes through and it says death. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood. Death and destruction. That's woe. That's death to him that buildeth a town with blood. The Pilgrims came over here knowing that there was Native Americans over here, knowing that the tribe of Gad was over here, the tribe of Reuben over here, the tribe of Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon. They know they over here. They come over here, the Pilgrims, and what do? They do what they taught you in kindergarten. The Pilgrims and the Indians came together and they sat down and ate food together. What really happened? They built a town with blood and established a city by iniquity. They said, we're going to build up America. It's a video, it's a little video clip that always come out around the time of Christopher Columbus. It's hilarious. I think it's a Simeonite brother, and he's sitting in another man's car. He's getting ready to drive out of the parking lot, and the man is standing in front of the car waiting for the police to come. When the police show up, the Simeonite brother rolls down the window, and with that accent, it makes it, you know what I'm saying? That's what makes it funny. The Simeon brother goes, what's the problem here? Officer, what the problem is? What's the problem? The officer goes, sir, you're in somebody's car. You're trying to steal some. No, I don't steal no man's car. I found this car. He said, sir, that's that man's car right there. This is his car. He just showed me his driver's license. He just showed me the information. This is his car. You're sitting in here. No. This is my car now. I find this car. He said, what's today? The cop says, it's October 12th. He goes, and what day is that? He goes, Columbus Day. Today is Columbus Day. He goes, Columbus Day founded America, right? Yo, so the cop is like, okay, yeah. What does that have to do? He goes, he found America. Somebody was there. I find this car. It's somebody else's car, but I found it. It's my car now. You say Columbus Day? He discovered America. Yo, it's hilarious. So everybody knows about Thanksgiving. And they know that the Pilgrims came and they were starving. They was cold and wet. Here, let me read it. They built up America by death. Was Thanksgiving originally a celebration of the massacre of a Native American tribe? Well, let me just make sure this is it I'm looking for. Let me just find something here. Pequot massacres began. This is the History Channel. This is the history.com. 1637, May 26. Pequot. Pequot is a tribe of the Gadites. Okay? During the Pequot War, an allied Puritan and Mohegan, that's where you get the Mohegan, perhaps.
It's like every movie you could think of is showing on Netflix, Amazon, all the streaming sites, all the streaming, you know what I'm saying, they're doing that whole Native American, Gadite every possible movie you can think of.
What you mean?
They're giving you the opportunity to watch, Last of the Mohegans. They're giving you the opportunity to watch all of those during this time period. When any other time of the year, it's nowhere in sight.
So it's like mockery almost.
In their case, we know it's mockery, but their thing is we're teaching cultural awareness. You know what I'm saying?
About Native American.
Right. It's
Now-
like, okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So you saying like people know about the massacre because they showing the movies about it.
Right. It comes up.
What movie was that? Is it Last of the Mohicans? Where there's some gap. The reason why they say Last of the Mohicans is because
It was the last of the Mohegans. They had Canaan slaughter, and there was only a few that was left.
and they fought back.
God.
But the Edomite, the oppressor, is something. He fought the rebels.
Right.
He fought the rebellious Gadites. I think I've seen that movie. I gotta watch it again because it's been a long time. If you watch that movie, I want you to check something out. The rebellious Gadite, he was like the main warrior,
God.
and he even went and spoke to the French and spoke to the British.
Right.
If you watch that clip close enough, he got an earring in his ear, and it's the shield. When I first saw that, I was like, wow. And he was the one, like, he'd go and talk to him, be like, all right, I'll keep my men back. And then he would find out where they was going. And he wouldn't keep their men back. They would wait for them to take that journey, right? He would be like, okay, oh, so y'all want to come through here, come through Indian land, Indian territory. All right, you gonna do what for us? This, and this? Okay, we'll allow you passage, safe passage. And they would wait up in the woods, and as they coming through, come down, bam, slaughter all of them. And they like, why would he do this? Why would he do this? He said he wouldn't do this. That brother was like, you know all the treaties you done broke. Like, why should we believe you? During the Pequot War, an allied Puritan and Mohegan, this is where you get in Connecticut that casino. Isn't it a Mohegan casino or something like that? Force under English Captain John Mason attacks a Pequot village in Connecticut, burning or massacring some 500 Native American women, men, and children. Do y'all hear that? 500 Native American women, men, and children. Damn. The Pilgrims came through and they was dying. Pilgrims came through and they was dying, man. They came through with their funky disease, sick behind, because Europe didn't want them. Because the majority of them was criminals, like they all are. Majority of them criminals, and said we want to go somewhere else where we can have our own land and our own. We can express our religious freedom. Shut up! You didn't believe anything different than what they believed in Europe. What was different? When they say religious freedom, what you believe that they don't believe? What? Stop lying. You're a bunch of criminals and crooks. And you just wanted to take some land that belonged to another group of people. An entire nation of people. A race of people, and you just want to take their land. So you come over here, wanting your own land, so you're going to steal it. You come over here and you're funky and stank already. Them Pilgrims was disgusting. You ever see a meth head? That's what Pilgrims look like. They came over here with all them smallpox and diseases. Burnt down the villages. They was cold. They was cold and starving, had nothing on them ships. They finally came off them ships, and the Gadites fed them. Out of the kindness of their heart. being nice like we always do. We see the other nations and we see them down and destroyed, and we give them some, and they taught them how to fish. One guy told me they taught them how to fish, and when they taught them how to fish, they told them how to cut the fish head, and what you do with the fish head, instead of just throwing it away, you use it as fertilizer. So this is how you're going to grow your crops. So they would put the fish head inside of the soil with the seed, and it will help fertilize and make sure everything grow in abundance. That's where you get all the pumpkins and the squash. So by this time to harvest, all that the Gadites helped them out with, they fed them. They fed them, taught them how to fish, taught them how to cook, taught them how to cultivate the land. Which the turkeys was there. You get this one at this time. What to hunt for at which time. And don't do it too much. You want to do it just right. You want to use the skins of the deer to build yourself coats. We'll show you how to build tents and cabins. Taught them everything. What did the pilgrims do? Was they thankful? Was they thankful? Was the pilgrims thankful? What did the pilgrims do? Since they were so thankful. In 1621, the Plymouth colonists and the Wampanoag shared an autumn harvest feast that is acknowledged today as one of the first Thanksgiving celebrations. In the colonies, for more than 2 centuries, days of Thanksgiving were celebrated by individual colonies and states. They had this great feast where they came together. Has anybody ever heard of the Wampanoag? Anybody know about the Wampanoag? Anybody ever heard of the Wampanoag? No, nobody's heard of the Wampanoag. You know why nobody's heard about the Wampanoag? Because there is no more. Nobody hears about the Wampanoag because there is no more Wampanoag. It's a very, very small tribe of people because they killed off the Wampanoag. They killed off the Iroquois. They killed off the Cherokee. They murdered us. They slaughtered them. 77 million Native Americans were slaughtered in the conquest of taking America. They raped and pillaged them. They forced their children into schools, boarding schools, where they cut their hair and took away their culture. They still doing that too. In Lafayette. He's still cutting hair down there. The Edomites will cut your hair off in class. And we'll just use it as a learning tool for diversity. He didn't mean it. We need to tell the history of each other. We don't need the history. We already know. And why are you doing something that God tells you not to do? You love it. Go back to Amos. You love it. You hate God. You hate the Most High. You hate the God of the Bible. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, you hate the God of the Bible. You're not afraid of the God of the Bible. You don't give a damn about the God of the Bible. You can care less. Because the laws is done away with. We don't keep those, what you say, Passover, Hanukkah? That's the Jewish stuff. We wouldn't keep those. I thought you believed in the Bible. Why not? Sunday, November 28th, Feast of Dedication. We're going to get it on up in here. Now, Mom, you got anything special you bring? We're going to get it on, man. We're going to have steak, some chicken. We're going to have a big pot of chili and cornbread. We're going to have Feast of Dedication. It's in the Bible. It's something ordained by the Most High. It was something done by Jesus Christ. Yahweh Shai Mashiach did it. You don't care about the Bible. You care about America. You care what your oppressor thinks about you. Because he give you the filthy, stinking, damn day off. While he murders you in the street. While he hates you. Pollutes your land. Destroy you and your people. Yeah, Native American, black people, you the same thing. Blacks and Native Americans are the same damn people. We the same people. Go ahead, Al. How about we listen to what God has to say about it? Why does these things happen to us? Why do we keep dying? Why are we cut off? Because we rather follow the oppressor than the Most High. And listen what he says.
Amos chapter 5, verse 21. I hate.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Salakia. Say that one more time, man.
I hate.
Hate is a strong word, brother. Are you sure it says that? Because hate is a strong word. You can't take that back now. Once it goes out, you can't take it back. What is it? God hates? I thought God was all love. Are you sure that's what it says in the Bible? Because God is all love. He wants you to be thankful for Thanksgiving. God says, I hate. Keep going.
I hate. I despise your feast days.
I hate. I despise your feast days. I hate. I despise your feast days. This is a feast day. This is a day where you bring all the food that you're thankful for. Remember one year we had some type of Cajun shrimp dish. It was just like something new every year. Something added on. Y'all hate the Most High so much. You know what they doing now? They got vegan options now. For your family member that's a vegan. Did you know that? You can get the vegan options.
Vegan turkey.
They got a vegan turkey. It looks like, Slakia, it looked like doo-doo. It looked like... Now, you asked to see it. It looks disgusting. It looks disgusting. They got it in a bag. They sell it in a bag. But they got a restaurant around here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this loaf. Look at that, huh? Look at this. Look how nasty that looks. Do you see the snot they put on it? They put snot on top of shit. Y'all gonna eat that though. Y'all gonna eat that. Because half of y'all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, half of y'all married to them Edomite women. Honey, we're gonna have vegan options this year. We're gonna have vegan options. I told you we're going on that vegan diet. We're gonna have vegan options this year. All right, honey. All right. Because if she ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Got my wife for a minute. She cooking us some vegan turkey. Oh, he put that in his mouth. He just want to vomit. He eating snot and shit. Salakia. Okay. All right. I despise. Keep going up.
I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Ain't it an assembly up? It's a religious day. It's a holiday. Y'all call it a holiday. Holiday comes from the word holy day. It's a solemn assembly. You get your family together. It's the only time we can come together. Leave it alone. Shut up. No, it ain't, because you got December. They're going to give you Christmas off too, ain't they? They give you New Year's off too, don't they? They give you Veterans Day off too, don't they? Memorial Day, 4th of July. Don't they give you all them days off? You always get them days off. Mother's Day is always on a Sunday, so they want to definitely make sure you get that off so you can worship your mama. Your birthday, you go to your slave on your birthday, you know what they give you? They give you a gift card. They sing happy birthday to you. Your assembly of your solemn feast days, your feast days, your solemn assemblies, they are trash. And the Most High does not sit amongst them. He says, I will not smell in your solemn assembly. I will not accept the fragrance. You sitting there, ooh, wait, mama cooking that sweet potato pie. Y'all only eat sweet potato pie then? They only eat sweet potato pies on Thanksgiving? You only eat candy yams on Thanksgiving? You only eat turkey on Thanksgiving? You're some weirdos. You're a bunch of weirdos, man. Ooh, that macaroni and cheese and yams be hitting. You can eat it any other day. It ain't that special to eat it just on the Thanksgiving. The Lord does not accept it. He will not smell it. He's rejecting you. He hates it. That's what the Bible says. Go ahead, Al.
It's like now we got the patty pies.
Right.
Which, you know what I'm saying, we watered down so that the other nations can accept it.
Oh, yeah. Esau don't even eat them, though. I don't even think Esau eat them. Esau don't eat no sweet potato pie. Esau don't got a goddamn clue. Esau stick to his pumpkin pie. I'm telling you.
Pumpkin spice.
Right, they pumpkin everything. So Esau ain't eating no sweet potato pie. Patty LaBelle's sweet potato pies is for the Negroes that come into Walmart. For the colored folks. Because we love Walmart. And we're going, the number one spender and consumer for Thanksgiving is going to be black people and your Native American, dummy. Let me get this article real quick. There it is. It's a good article. Field Museum. The relevance of Native America to black history. Acknowledging and exploring a hidden history of interaction. Oh my goodness, I'd never known. Blacks and natives interacted together and came together. But we love to say what, thou want?
We're not the same.
We love to say we're not the same, but what do we always want to point out and say? Who are are we all? When it comes down to hearing the truth of the Bible and God not accepting you in the nations and only choosing black people, what's something common that you hear? Do you ever hear? Well, we ain't 100% black. We white. We got white in our blood.
Yes.
You ever hear that? I hear that all the time. We got white in our blood. What? What made you say that? Do you know what I hear when I hear that? We got light-skinned folks in our family. We ain't black like them in Africa, so we got white folks. Master was sleeping with everybody. Master was sleeping with everybody. Hold up. So Master had sex with every slave on the plantation and got every slave pregnant. But y'all never say that we Native American. Or the Native Americans is against us and the Hispanics is against us. I hear the Mexicans hate us. The Mexicans this. The Mexicans come over here and steal all the black guys. Shut up! I am Mexican. You Mexican. How you gonna say, well, you know what, my grandmother's name was Jack Rabbit. She was named Jack Rabbit. Who does that? Gadites. They name their children after animals. Black people got full-blown Gadites in their family. You Gadites. Coming in the truth, I had to second guess it. I was like, hold up. Am I a Judite or a Gadite? Because my whole mother's side is Gadites. All y'all have Gadites. Am I right or wrong? What black folks you know? Name me one black family that ain't got a Gadite down the line and say their grandfather was a Native American. And it's true. Look at this interaction. You wanted to say something, Mike? I thought you had your hand up, Salah. A primary focus of Black History Month is on individuals of African descent. But as African American physical anthropologist C. Montague Cobb, 1939, reminds us, African Americans descend from Native Americans as well. The authors of this post are involved in creating the future Native North America Hall at the Field Museum. Okay. Robert Keith Collins, PhD, is a member of Native Hall Advisory Committee. All right, let's see what's that got information. In the late 1700s, Jean-Baptiste Point de Sable, anybody know who he is? Anybody know who he is? Jean-Baptiste is, go ahead.
Ancient Revolution. John Baptiste for the Ancient Revolution?
No, not him. This brother, he founded Chicago.
Oh, okay.
He built up Chicago and set up the Chicago. And here's a little something. What's Chicago's hockey team? What is Chicago's hockey team?
Black Hawks.
The what?
Black Hawks.
Chicago's hockey team is the Black Hawks. And they got a Gadite. Well, I used to think that jersey was fire. It was crazy. Made his way from the American South to the Great Lakes region. He applied his education, acquiring reasoning skills and charm, to the fur trading business. His suave led to friendly relations with the Potawatomi people in consequential marriage to Kithahawa. He married a Gadite. Is this something shocking? This brother married a Gadite woman. Built up a family. In tradition, do you know any tradition of Gadites, Native Americans, based on marriage? Just in general. It says he married this sister. Would that have been just off of a whim, or you know any tradition about the Gadites with their marriage? A lot of Gadites are matriarchal, right? So he would have to speak to the father and to the tribe in order to marry this sister. Not only that, when the man marries the woman, she keeps her tribe, and he is like an honorary member to her tribe. So this is a brother married to a Gadite, and now he becomes an honorary member of the Gadites. Together, this husband and wife team created a bakehouse, dairy farm, smokehouse, poultry house, and mill. This brother had everything. He had him a good woman too. They built up all that. Their dreams, facilitation, the intertribal and international trade in the area, resourcefulness and determination would ultimately lead to the city of Chicago. The origins of shared kinship between Africans and Native Americans, both legitimate and illegitimate, lie within their alliances and allegiances formed during slavery, and as fellow citizens and self-determination within tribal nations within the present day boundaries of the United States. In shared slavery, enslaved Africans, enslaved Native Americans intermarried with one another. Because their marriages were usually not considered legitimate by law, their children were slaves like their parents and considered illegitimate. Among the Cherokees, Checkawaws, Chickasaws, Creeks, and Seminoles, etc., etc. Africans were enslaved by Native Americans. Children of enslaved African women and Native American slave owners were also considered illegitimate. Now, when you hear that, I want y'all to know the reason, the main reason as to why Native Americans had African slaves, quote unquote African slaves, is because of what? Because you're gonna get y'all gonna hear that. I don't know if y'all ever heard that. Well, the Native Americans had us as slaves too. Why did they go to the auction block and buy the slave? Anybody know? Why did they go to the auction block and buy the slave? I'm going to tell you why. Because it would bring them back to the reservation and bring them in as brothers. Y'all ain't know that? A lot of times, bring them in as brothers, build with them, build up their communities together. And those brothers that they bought as a slave from Massa, Because y'all love to say that. And marry those brothers off to their daughters. And vice versa. Native Americans were slaves too. We was enslaved together. That's the prophecy in the Bible. Why the hell would you do something that against your own people? Why? Because you're a sellout and you're a traitor. But this is the most important thing about it. You shouldn't do it because God tells you not to do it. Keep going up. Verse 22.
Though ye offer me burnt offerings.
What does that mean? Though ye offer me. What does that say? What is he saying? What is the point of that? What does that mean? West Philly, Blackhawks, the water. Yeah, I got it. The water. Yosef Israel, you got it too. The water, brother. You giving your stinky food. That's right. To who? Where he says, though ye offer me burnt offerings. What is the Most High saying? What are you saying, Tawam? You got it?
Love you.
Not us, sis. What is the Most High saying in this precept? When he says, though you offer me burnt offerings, what is the Most High saying? What does this precept mean? What happens at this solemn assembly? Why does the Most High say, though you offer it to me?
Stuff.
Go ahead.
But it be more so pertaining to like the prayers and giving of thanks.
Now say it.
Thank you, Lord, for this turkey we about to eat.
Right.
For you provided and all this other nonsense.
Right. The Most High, like, you bringing me into it? you created some man-made holiday about your own slaughter, about your own murder, your own genocide. You, and then you're going to say, what you thankful for? Thank God for it. Let's thank God. Come on, everybody hold hands. Tawam, you always bring it out. Thanksgiving ain't nothing but what? What happens at Thanksgiving?
You got to fight, argue.
Somebody gonna fight, argue. Somebody get shot.
Okay.
I know in my hood, somebody gets shot every Thanksgiving. I'm not saying I wish it to happen. I wish you would stop celebrating Thanksgiving. I damn sure wish we would stop celebrating Thanksgiving. But yeah, you right, huh? Argue. Huh? Are people getting killed? Drunk driving go up? Everybody was getting on them planes in Atlanta. You saw that? They was getting on them planes in Atlanta. They was about to get there on them planes. They were standing in line for to get online so we can go to Big Mama house for Thanksgiving. Pow! Pow! Oh! Get down, everybody! They shooting. Yeah. You see that, right? Everybody, oh, Christmas tree. Oh, here comes Big Red Nick. Oh, Saint Nick coming down the street. Wait, that's Saint Nick in the sled? He sure is driving fast. I'm not laughing at it. I'm wrong. You know what I'm talking about? They thought Santa Claus was coming down the street in that big red SUV. Woo! he was boom, 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 hitting everybody. Did you see him going through that crowd? He was swerving through that crowd, just hitting bodies. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Santa Claus was coming. Santa Claus is coming to town. It was a red SUV 5-1. How prophetic is that? It was a red SUV. That was Santa Claus' truck. Look. I ain't even finished typing it in. What does it say, huh? What does it say? I type in red SUV. What's the next word that pops up? Wisconsin. It said Wisconsin, huh? Look, it's a red SUV. That's Santa Claus truck. Look at him flying. Oh, here comes old Saint Nick. Don't tell me it's a J. Oh my goodness, they called him. It's a nigga with dreads. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I gotta look into it first.
I was gonna say that's a white boy right there. If you scroll up, right there, 2 days ago. He's in a car like that, but when he gets out, he looks like a nigga.
That's another story for another time. But the Lord is saying, I don't accept it. Because y'all go and pray it to me. Y'all dying. The Lord does not want this. Are they quoting George Sanders? George Sanders said they caught him and set a $5 million bond. Is it a J? Keep going up. The Lord says he does not want your meat offerings. Go ahead.
I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings.
God will not accept them. He does not accept Thanksgiving. He does not accept Christmas. Neither will I regard the peace offerings.
Of your fat beasts.
If he's not regarding peace, what's the opposite of peace? What's the opposite of peace?
Anarchy,
Chaos. War. Anarchy. That's the opposite of peace. So if the Lord said, I won't accept the peace, what will we have? And that's what you're celebrating, war. You're celebrating slaughter. Go ahead, huh?
Keep going.
Yeah, 23. Or did you say fat beast?
Fat beast.
Yeah, fat beast. Y'all gonna get that. You know the average cost of a turkey now? With inflation? Y'all broke and y'all paying, is it $70?
Probably.
Average Thanksgiving turkey weight is around 30 pounds, right? 30 pounds. Let's see how much it costs. Average Thanksgiving turkey costs. All right, do you see that? That's a $109 out.
God.
That's $109. A 16-pound turkey is $25. $24, $25. That's a 16-pound turkey. But, okay, they're going to do last year's. Last year, Thanksgiving, the average cost for a turkey was $53.31. Let's round it off. $55. That's last year. Everything went on inflation this year. Am I right? Chicken went. What you say?
I just got a notification on my phone.
About what?
Inflation.
Chicken went up. One of the cheapest foods ever. Chicken is high. Imagine what turkeys cost this year. Last year they cost $55 for a turkey. Y'all spending $70 for a turkey. Say I'm lying. Say I'm wrong. Prove me I'm wrong. You spending $70 just for the turkey? And your lights is out? That's why your lights is out. Because the Lord is not with you. That's why y'all getting kicked out, because the Lord is not with you. That's why your family arguing, because you're spending $70 on a piece of turkey. How ridiculous is that? Keep going out. You got something?
No, that's like I'm stupid.
Or the turkey price?
Nah, it was the
Well, we all know the inflation is crazy.
yeah. It was
But go ahead.
Almost 7% last year, and this year it's probably gonna be higher than that. Like it took a spike.
Everything did, right? Yeah. Ain't no truck drivers no more. So to get them turkeys, ooh, wait. Go ahead, Al.
take thou away from me the noise of thy songs.
Santa Claus is coming to town. Y'all gonna be singing all these holiday songs. Thanksgiving, y'all say, what you say, sis? For a bag of chicken wings, 10 pounds in Mississippi is $25. Sis, that's Mississippi. They gotta get them chickens from Mississippi up to New York.
God.
Since it's high in Mississippi at $25, which is ridiculous. You're absolutely right, sis. You're absolutely right, sis. And they up here in New York gotta get that same chicken. This is how crazy it is. This is how nuts it is. We need to be disgusted with our own people. We need to tell our people, yo, you stupid. You dumb. You spending all this money on food for one day? The Lord is not pleased. Go ahead, Y'all gonna be singing all them, hold on, Slakia. All them songs. Who sing all them songs, them holiday songs? Who sing all them songs? Who sing all them good Christmas songs? Thank you, sis. Niggas. Michael Jackson. I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. Ooh. Rudolph, with your nose so bright. Yo, I don't know. White people don't even sing Christmas songs no more because niggas got it. Mariah Carey makes millions upon millions of dollars every Christmas. Why? Because she always come out with a new Christmas song, or she resells all them Christmas songs that she sung, and everybody just falls in love all over again with Christmas. The Lord hates it. He's disgusted with you. You're disgusting. You stupid Christmas songs are trash. Go ahead, Doc.
Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows.
That's right. You don't want to hear it. Keep going.
But let judgment run down as waters.
But let what?
Judgment run down as waters.
Uh-huh.
And righteousness as a mighty stream.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What are you saying, huh? Judgment gonna run down like waters. What is he saying? What are you saying, y'all? What's been popular this past couple of weeks? About 3 weeks now. It's a song that revamped. The song from the 80s, it revamped. And it's a saying now. Anybody watching that DMF? I stopped after the first episode. I'm tired of seeing drug dealer shows. But it was a very popular episode. I got everybody singing that 80s song again. Sarah and I, what everybody singing again? Anybody seeing I'll Cut Your Water Off? Anybody heard about that? Anybody hear about that? That saying, I'll cut your water off, or you got your water cut off? Some brother said, the ISUPK been cutting water off since 1969. That's it, Sorara now. Oh, give it up for my sister. Don't stop the rain, right? You can't stop the rain. Yo. You cannot stop the judgment of the Most High. When water is running down a hill, you can't stop the rain. You cannot stop this water. There's nothing you can do. It's judgment. So because you celebrate in Thanksgiving the murder and slaughter of your own ancestors, you're celebrating the destruction and enslavement of your own people. This nation being built on your blood, your death. You celebrating that. Don't think God don't see it. And don't think that he's not going to send judgment, because he will execute his judgment, and it is righteous. Now y'all go get y'all vegan turkey. But in the ISUPK, we'll see you on the 28th. Feast of Dedication. We're going to celebrate the Lord's, the Most High's holy days, okay? And memorials and commemorations. All right, and with that, I'll pass it over to Priest and Officer Thal Wonkaball. Got them all out.
ISPA security announcement. Your ISPA started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the leadership of Commander General Yana, with a new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come to the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to show themselves to the world. If they need transportation, teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is the commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verses 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10 means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives to you, gives to the treasury department or teacher, priest one, free will offering for a priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Feast of Dedications, November 28th. That's this Sunday, the 28th at sundown. First Maccabees chapter 4, verses 52 through 61. Check the bulletin board in the back. Website www.ishk.com. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing our black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that, one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Majid Shabbat, Majid, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua.
So, one courtesy salute to the sisters, Majid Shabbat, Majid, Barak, Yahweh Shamar, Alatham Ba'Shem Yahushai. Here's a Matah. Class dismissed.
West Philly for life. Thanksgiving song, Over the River and Through the Woods, to Grandma's house we go. That's right. The water, brother. The water for that.